guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm your humble host Picaso. Thanks for joining in. Today guys, episode 3, at it again. Let's go. I recently got a custom D-brand skin and I threw on my Jamaican colors on there. Let me get this case off so I can show you guys. Now, I'm not good at D-brand, so I did kind of mess it up putting it on, but it is what it is. Alright, so basically it's the matte black. I got the logo yellow and the camera green. I do have an extra one because, as you see here, like, it doesn't come with the top and stuff like that, and the bottom and the sides, and it had an ugly gold on it, and I really wanted to get rid of that gold, so that's why I got that custom D-brand skin in my Jamaican colors there. Yeah, the screen is very messed up, and you know what, I actually got a remedy for that, so just give me a moment and we will be right back. Okay guys, so here we are. To keep the finger screen, I've gone ahead and I've attached my Bluetooth mouse, so I won't need to touch the screen. I'll be able to show you guys what's going on without any fingers on screen. Okay, so this is a lock screen. I've gone ahead and I've changed the wallpapers. Okay, now I've added this wallpaper because I love this wallpaper. Probably should keep it something simple so you guys can see. So I mean, if the visuals are going to be better if the darker wallpaper, I'll probably just go ahead and change it. But so this is the lock screen that I'm rocking right now with the Crimson Takeover. Okay, a very simple time and date I made in Zooper Widget Pro, and then a little icon. This whole lock screen is widget locker. Okay, so that's what I like to use. It gives you the ability your own custom lock screens. Okay, now everything still here, but I did make a little bit of change where I put the applications menu over there to the left, right over here. So I put the wallpapers over there. Okay, and the 3 dots are still there right here. Okay, so swiping to the right, okay, we'll bring them over like that. So that's kind of what I've gone ahead and done, like that. Okay, all right, so basically all I didn't do too much, changed the wallpaper, okay, and relocated the applications. Now, if you can't really see very well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe get a better wallpaper. Let's go to KLWP. Let's see, where is it? KLWP, and let's go to KLWP. Here we go. Okay, so I think that I'm just going to change the wallpaper just so you guys can see a little bit better. So let's go ahead and change. Let's go to Quick Pick, which is what I use, and let's go and get something a little darker. Let's go with that. There we go. That might be, you might be able to see it a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, that shows up a lot better on camera. Yeah, I do actually apologize. My big camera is actually going to the shop. I'm using my old camera that I've been using for the let me see. Pardon me. I recently made the transition to my new camera, I want to say a couple months ago, maybe the beginning of this year, or a little bit after this, the beginning of this year. But yeah, so before that, the video quality was still okay in my personal opinion. But yeah, so if the quality is not that much on par, I apologize. But hopefully it's okay that you guys can still see what's going on. Okay, so right off the bat, guys, I did go ahead and add another page. So we got 1, 2, and 3 pages. Okay, so it's now a 3-page setup. Okay, let's go and jump into KLWP and let's get down to brass taxes. I think I'm gonna put on automatic zoom on. All right, so let's go to the items, and you know what, we don't have a time and date. We're gonna go ahead and throw a time and date on. All right, maybe nothing too fancy. Pardon me, I do kind of want the time and date to fit the lock screen a little bit. I like to go that way, but I'm not going to use Zooper for it. I could use Zooper for it, that way it's the exact same time, but that's okay. We're going to go for a thin looking minimalistic time and date anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead and add in our text, and let's scroll all the way down here and let's jump onto our text, which is right there. I'm gonna go, and for the time I like to get rid of the seconds. Okay, I like to get rid of the seconds, and I don't like that. I like it like that, you know. That's the way I like it, just like that. Let's go ahead and select that. For the font, I'm going to go with we could go with what is that? Pore 1 regular. We could go with that. It's very thin, very minimalistic. It might be a little bit too thin. Roboto light is okay. Roboto thin, way too. Let's go with Roboto. Actually, let's see what else we have here. Not much. I actually need to update my font base on the OnePlus One. It no way has as much fonts as my other devices. Again, that's too thin. Alright, let's just go with Roboto condensed light. Okay, let's up the size on that bad boy. Hit save because we always do. Let's unzoom and let's change the position. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it centered or put it off to, I'm kind of gearing towards putting it off to the top right of the screen, like that. That is what I'm gearing up to, and maybe make it a little bit smaller, actually, like that. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it like that. Let's put on the zoom. And let's go back to position. Too close, but then the anchor, actually no, not anchor. Let's see, the alignment is left. I think I need the alignment to be right. Is it right? I always get confused here. I don't want it to move when it changes to the and go towards the right. So the alignment is right, so that means it goes to the left. Or is the alignment left means that it goes to the right? See, so we're just going to leave it like that for now, okay? I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, so we got the time up there. Let's go ahead and bind the time to the clock. So when tapping on it, it's going to give us, open up the clock application. So we go to touch, we go to the addition button or the plus sign, and then we select, and we're going to select launch app. Go down here and select the application, what's going to be launched when tapping onto the time, which obviously is going to be clock. Unless you have a different clock application, then you bind it to whichever application you would like. Alright, there we go. So we have that. Let's go ahead and save. Let's jump on the home screen. Let's go ahead and tap on it. It's going to open up the clock. Excellent. Okay, very simple, very straightforward. Alright, now the date. So right off the bat, simply the date is usually right under the time. I kind of want it over here, but that might look a little weird. So maybe, just maybe, you know what, we're just gonna keep it straightforward for now. I do have an idea that I want when switching to a different desktop. So let me see, that's not the, and the next thing that I made is the main page is the center, and this is not the main page. Okay, this is the main page, and then swiping over here is going to do something different. So I think we might have to add in some animations as well. So what I had in mind, because sometimes, you know, you have this opportunity to use some seriously cool animations. Why not use some seriously cool animations, basically? Okay, so the time. What we're going to do is, let's actually go ahead right now and add an animation, okay, and it's going to react on background scroll, okay, and what it's going to do is scroll. Oh, that looks cool. Because we're zoomed in, it looks like it just kind of vanishes. That's cool. And you know what, now I have a different idea as well. And I'm wondering if I should actually do that or go with what I wanted to do in the first place. Okay, yep, I got the idea. Okay, alright, I know what I'm going to do. So, we actually, well, let's try it. You know, we are trying things, not only just working on this theme, but we're also trying something. Let's get rid of the animation. Let's save. Let's get back out of here. Okay, and what we want to do now is let's go ahead and add the date. Alright, let's go ahead and add the date. So for the date, I'm going to go in here. Oops, wrong thing. Let's go in here and we're just going to erase this out. Then we're going to Let's take that down. Date, and I like to go with current day name. Okay, so Thursday, and let's see what we're gonna do here. Thursday. Let's take out two of the E's here. So Thursday. Let's go space. Thursday. Thursday, May, or not May, but so let's go back. I'm trying to figure out the format that I want this in. So let's do that. Let's actually put in the comma space. Is that how it is? Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. I can't. Oh, come on, space. Okay. There's just so much running in my head right now, and usually, like when I'm creating the theme by myself, it just flows so quickly. But you know, I do want you guys to see what's going on, so that's why it's taking a little bit longer for me. So we're gonna go like that. We're going to add the space, and then we're just going to add the day. Current day of the week. No, not that. Where is... Here we go, day of the month with padding 0, but I don't want padding 0, so we're going to get rid of that like that. So Thursday, March 24th, that's the format, that's how I want it to look. And let's go ahead and change the font. And this, we might go really thin with that one. No, it's way too thin. I really like it, but it's too thin. Maybe Indie Flower. No, a little bit too, you know, not really feeling it right now. Okay, alright, let's go with that. Let's make it a little, wow, it's a little too big. Let's go to about 30. Yeah. Let's go to position. Let's bring it down. And hopefully time will tell if the, you know, if the, where is it? The alignment, I'm going to put this to right as well, because I really want to know if it's the same alignment. If it's, if the alignment is how I expect it to be. So we have 220 by 100. Oh, let's save. Let's go back. Let's check the position here. We have 300 by 20. I just basically want the, you know, I want it to line up. I want the date to be directly lined up right underneath. So if I go like that, that's way too much. I know it's probably foolish to want to line them up the exact same way, but let's take a look. Okay, so the date, I'll put the date over a little bit more. Back to the left, maybe 25. And once it changes, we'll be able to see. So of course, if you guys do know, you can let me know as well. And I'm going to go ahead and bind the date. Let's go ahead and bind the date. What are we on right now? Are we on the date? Yes, we are. Save again. Let's go ahead and add an application. It's going to launch app. The app is going to be Google Calendar, of course. Calendar. I remember the calendar before it had that lollipop update look to it, and the new, you know, the new revamped look of material design and everything. And I love material design. Lollipop bringing in material design was one of the best things that happened to Android. Marshmallow, you know, Marshmallow, there's a lot of good things happening, of course. You kind of have to get the newer devices to really feel it, and you know, I'm just waiting. I'll be getting a new device sometime soon. But honestly, I was watching Pocket Now, and man, Jaime Rivera, he was talking about the Note 6, and basically was asking people if you would skip the Galaxy S7 and 7 Edge, knowing that the Note 6 is actually coming earlier, with the reveal supposed to be in June, possible launch in July. And I said, yes, I will skip them for the Galaxy Note 6. Definitely. I had the Note 1, didn't have the Note 2, I had the Note 3 and the Note 4. I wanted to get the Note 5, and it was just so much, you know. And I mean, I could still get a Note 5 because I really love the Note series, just to add to my collection. But the Note 6, I will skip the Galaxy S7 and 7 Edge for the Samsung Note 6, the Galaxy Note 6, okay? coming out June, or reveal June coming out July, possibly. Yeah, that's not even a question. Anyways, back to the task at hand. So now the calendar has been binded. Okay, oops, what was that? What was that? I should probably look at that. Put 2 docs on calendars. Oh, so some new things that you can do. Okay, that's cool, but I don't need to do that now. And here we go. Okay, so we got those binded. All right. The space and stuff, it's okay to me. Let me just take a closer look just to see. Yeah, they might want to get a little bit closer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's put a little bit closer. Now, I don't know, see, the thing with this series now, I'm not just going to rush to get things done so you guys can see. I want, like, the exact same way that I would create something and take the time to make it look, you know, as good as I want. You know, as good as I want it to look. That's what's going to happen. You guys are here for the journey with me. So that looks pretty good. I like that. And of course, I just changed the wallpaper so you guys could see what it's all about. All right, and let's actually, sorry there, give me a moment. Guys, let me just, sorry about that, let me just try to unsmudgify the screen. I felt like there was too much smudges. Not sure if it was just the reflection or if it was actually the smudges. And this wallpaper, you can't really tell on it either, so let's, yeah, it looks a little cleaner. Okay, alright, looks a little bit better. Okay, so we got that. Now what I want to do is something pretty cool, an idea that just popped up in my head, and it has to do with scrolling to the right page. Okay, if you guys like this wallpaper, I am going to be doing a wallpaper video. If you guys have been with me longer, you know that I have a collection of wallpapers that I use and some I don't use, and I just put them together and I showcase them in a video, and then I also have that link in the video. So give this video a couple thumbs up, and I'm definitely going to be doing that shortly. Okay, giving you guys another wallpaper video, links to just a buttload of wallpapers that I like, that I've chosen, that I've went, and I'm gonna do my best to get the creators, okay, if they're not just some random wallpapers all over the place and somebody actually, you know, took time to create those and stuff like that, and their names are there, then I can get their names. I will give shout outs to those creators as well. Okay, now the wallpapers, I don't create them. Okay, there are some wallpapers, 1 and 2, not very many, that I have created, but most of the wallpapers, they're from, you know, other people. Okay, some posts, a lot of wallpaper communities on Google Plus and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to give fair shout outs to those creators as well. Okay, so we got that going on. Now what I want to do is, let's couple things. Let's go ahead and add an animation to the time. Okay, so let's go over to animation. I did delete it, which was stupid, but you know, the ideas is still there, and there's just so much ideas in my head right now that, like, I don't know which one to go with. But it's gonna react on background scroll. Okay, center screen. Okay, I'm gonna leave center screen. It could just go and put it to screen 2. Center screen, same thing. And what I wanted to do is, I wanted to scale out. Is it scale out? Rotate color filter in. I think scale out. So let's try it. Scale out. Okay, so it's scaling outward. So scale in. Scale in. There we go. So it's going to scale in like that. Okay, so scrolling, it's going to enlarge like that. So that's what I wanted to do. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. Let's go back, and then we're going to add another animation. And it's going to again react on background scroll, and this time it's going to fade out. So when it scales out, it fades out. Okay, alright, awesome. Let's go ahead and check it out on the home screen. There we go, it scales out and it fades out. Okay, now part of me wants it to not just scale out but also come down to about here while it's scaling out. Let's see if I can pull that off. So I know definitely have to go back, and I think it's the scale in. No, we're probably gonna have to do another react on background scroll, and it's going to scroll, but this time it's going to scroll at an angle. think that's what's gonna happen. Let's just jump to a big number there like that. Okay, see, we're almost there. Let's go to about 150, 150, like that. Okay, let's see how far we can jump. 200. Let's jump to 200 and see what happens. Okay, so it's going more over to the side. That's sort of what I want. It's not going where I want it to go. I think it's limit. Is it limit? Let's try something. No, not limit. Or is it angle? No, we were using angle. Okay. So instead of disappearing, I kind of want it, like the time itself, to be shown on the screen while it's going. As you see, so you can see it's 219 and it still says 219 going off, whereas it was only the 2 you could see. So let's see how that looks on the home screen. Okay, I think that looks okay, but scrolling to the next page. Okay, alright, so scrolling to the next page, it's gonna go like that. Scrolling to this page, it goes like that. Okay. So either way, I think we're good. I think we're good. I could put it back. Was the angle on 0? Was it on 0 before? Yeah, it was on 0. So we'll just leave that. Okay, so we're not going to bother with any of that. We're going to leave all of that alone. Okay, so there we go. Let's save that. So we got scale in, fade out, and scroll, and it all reacts on background scroll. Okay, so what we're going to do is copy all of this. We're going to copy this. We're going to go over to the time and date. We're going to go over to animation, and we're going to paste this in here. Same thing. We're going to save. Let's go back. Let's hit home. So they both do that. So let's scroll. There we go. They both get big, and they both scale out and scroll out. That's awesome. I like that. I like that. It's just cool to have some different animations. So that's cool. The fade out, you probably want it to fade out a little quicker. Actually, no, because when you're scrolling, you're not scrolling slowly so you can see the animation. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're just kind of scrolling, but it's cool because if somebody be like, hey, what just happened? You could slow it down and be like that. And they'd be like, hey, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? So, pretty straightforward. And then now, when it scrolls out, the idea that I had was for a sort of I was saying, for instance, like if you're listening to music, when you scroll, okay, when you scroll the page, I want the music info to come up at the top. So I'm just kind of thinking if that's something to actually do, or to put in like a shape, or put in weather or something like that. So right now we only put in the time. I'm actually gonna put back the wallpaper just to kind of see how that looks. Okay, let's go to background. Let's pick the image. Let's once again go to quick pick. Quick pick. Come on, quick pick. And let's get back the wallpaper. Is that? No, that's not it. That's something totally different. Here we go. That's what I was using. And then let's save. Let's go back. Awesome. I love this wallpaper. I love this. And let's go ahead and oops. Let's go ahead and scroll. Let's go back. Let's scroll. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. So when we scroll and it goes away, we want something else to happen. Now, I was saying that, yeah, you know, okay, the main page and stuff like that. You listen to a song, you want to change something, boom, you scroll to the next page, and it kind of comes out. I wanted something to come out from this side to here, but I'm not sure. Basically filling up the exact same spot here, but then it would kind of be a little bit small, wouldn't it? So maybe when you scroll, something like this comes, like, I still don't know what's going to go here. Probably some applications, okay? I might change these icons later on down the road. For now, I do like them because obviously it's a nice little anchor. And instead of having them white like that, I might change that the color to black. It shows out better unless it's on like a darker wallpaper. So you guys let me know what you think. Me personally, I prefer this wallpaper with the lock screen wallpaper, the combination. But if you guys think it look better on a darker wallpaper, let me know and I'll definitely change that. Yeah. So obviously I do not want to close this episode off with just adding the time and date. We did add an animation and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what? I need some suggestions. I have a lot of ideas, but let me know what you guys want to see in it. I think I am going to end this right here. Just showing you guys a quick little thing right there. Just basically adding time and date, adding in some more new animations. If you didn't know about how to do it already, I did show it. Just rewind, go back and look at the video. You'll see the animations that we put in. And yeah. This is episode 3 of At It Again, KLWP custom theming and animations, right? So, you know, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see, what you think about the wallpaper choice, what do you think about the animations, and what next should I add. I already have tons of ideas, like I said, but I do want to hear from you guys, okay? So let me know, all right? I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know. All right, I'm your humble host Picasso. As always, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Stay theming. I'll be back, episode 4, At It Again. See you then. Peace.